He did not need to have distribution on him when he was playing in 1996. He did not. He needed to be able to win the ball off strikers and everything. That's what he needed. So it's not a matter of how good is Van Dijk at overall qualities that like make him a modern day CB. It is how good is Van Dijk at doing what modern day CB are supposed to do compared to how good was Yapstam doing what CBs were expected then.
Welcome back to the 97 Football Show, everybody. I'm your host, Supermag.
I'm your co-host Ikenna.
Today, we're about to decide if we both think football has fallen off. Now, like we've mentioned many times on this podcast, we are not your typical unk. I mean, we're approaching that stage. Maybe give us like 5
7
to 8
years?
years. Yeah, we'll be approaching that stage
Five?
very. Okay, yes, now we really are. Just hold on, but we guarantee you everything from the 2010s, from when Messi and Ronaldo started the bullshit. We were there. But that's the thing, bro. We it feels like maybe we need another one of them. But that means that we are going to. Sorry, if we had an uncle in the building, he would have been able to, you know, break us down.
Yeah.
But it's just two of us, and that means we actually just have to look at these two time periods, man. The time period from the tens and the 20s, and we're currently in the 20s right now. And would you say football has actually fallen off
No.
in general? No. Wow.
No.
That's that makes this boring then because I don't think so as well. I do not think so at all. But we actually just have to highlight the fact that the entertainment factor, I can't lie, from the tens was so fucking big. Cause Messi,
Yeah.
cause Ronaldo.
Because
But I
Messi,
mean,
because Ronaldo.
okay. What do you think, bro? What do you think has gotten better though? Besides that.
You have set pieces on standby. Like like I can call so many players, and when you're thinking about like look at someone like Zlatan, bro. Why is a 6'5" striker one of the best set piece takers in the world? Do you get? So
Yeah.
like I just feel like that's something that shows that the individual quality has kind of dropped. And but the reason and that's something that made me think that football has reduced in quality. But the reason why I'm not like jumping on that wave anymore is because that has happened because now people are more team centric nowadays. People are more
Yeah, it's
like
just yeah,
let's build it. Like
exactly.
we're just like in the last episode we were literally just talking about like building a system and putting players into the system and making it work and everything. Obviously, I'm not like I wasn't there in like 1990 something or 2000s or early 2000 something, but like the way I've seen football change from when I've watched like previous games, past games, and everything, the way I've seen is that like there was once upon a time where like instead of building like a system, a working system and everything, you have a formation like your 4-4-2, which was the predominant formation then. Like I would say, like your 1990s, your early 2000s and everything. You had the 4-4-2. That's what Ferguson used. That's what was loved by football. The reason why you had that formation was because you had like let's just say something for example like your defenders, like you get the ball to your defenders and all they need to do is just clear the ball forward. So what's it called? You now need your two strikers to be able to like hold up the ball and make something happen. Maybe you have like a midfielder that can also make something happen. But in general, like the goals are supposed to come from the two forwards. They're supposed to hold up play, carry everything forward. Nowadays is more like it's build up play, right? Like nowadays we build from the back. That is why your CBs can now distribute. That's why your CBs are good on the ball rather than before. Which is why I don't like when people are talking about like, oh, who is better, Van Dijk or like they'll say like Yapstam or something like that, and they bring out the fact that Yapstam did not have distribution on him. He did not need to have distribution on him when he was playing in 1996. He did not. He needed to be able to win the ball off strikers and everything. That's what he needed. So it's not a matter of how good is Van Dijk at overall qualities that like make him a modern day CB. It is how good is Van Dijk at doing what modern day CB are supposed to do compared to how good was Yapstam doing what CBs were expected then. So I've kind of diversed
Yeah, I'm with
and
you there.
whatever, but like I think that like
I'm with you
individual
there.
quality, football has gone down in terms of like nowadays we rely more on systems. That's why you see a lot of system players. You see people like let's just say Sancho for example, someone like him that like you sign Sancho. You now need to sign like a fullback that can overlap to make up for the fact that he's an inverted winger, that type of thing. You did not have that back in the day. Before you sign a player and you do your thing, bro. You don't need a fullback to be overlap. Like you don't need all that adjustments. Like see Trent, for example, another player that you sign. Okay, now I need a CB that can cover the right back because this guy needs space to be able to go forward. This guy needs this and this guy needs that. Now back in the day it was you can do this, you can do that, so do this and do that. So yeah. But I would say that football has adapted, not reduced in quality, but in terms of individual quality, yeah,
I
that's
okay.
gone down.
That's very good because you said a lot of things I like there. First of all, the what you said about the coach, the football moving towards a team centric sport, and like I said, coaches are now making we are not training individual quality anymore. You are giving them the skill set to be able to belong to a team. And then with that, players are actually now becoming more and more versatile. Like versatility is going up and up. I feel like player quality is better in this decade than the last decade. There's more quality players in this decade than the last. But then if you're talking about those mavericks, like those ones that stand out, of course, in the last decade, I feel like you had more of that than in this decade. And then
Because they
in this
needed
decade, you
to.
still have those, yeah, you still have these special talents, bro. You still have these special talents, and then the difference between these ones that we have now and those ones that we had then are like, would you say a player like I don't know Jamal Musiala is more rounded than a player than like Thomas Muller? And okay, Muller is a far stretch because Musiala's skill set. I'm just talking about the positioning. Like Musiala's skill set is a lot, but is high, bro. But I'm not sure, bro. This is like, because it's the same position. The reason
Muller,
the reason I'm comparing them is the same position. Bro. So
yeah,
you
same
have
position
this
but different styles of play.
different styles of play, man. I don't know. That's
Muller
something
is
else.
someone that likes to find space on the pitch, and yes, but so Muller
Actually,
likes
yeah,
to
by
find
going there,
space,
bro. Empty
and
space.
Musiala likes to find pockets.
Space is the same thing, but like it's
It's
just
the
the,
same
the
thing, but
amount
not the
of
same thing.
it's the
Like
amount
Muller
of
needs
space.
that amount
No,
of.
it's the same
It's the amount
space.
of space, and is where
It's
you're
the
finding the space.
exactly, and then whether you have the ball or not, because I feel like Musiala also
Yeah,
carries into space a lot
yeah.
or dribbles into space rather than Muller actually
I
going
think
there and
Muller
then
was
being
looking
in the
for
right
more of
space
a situation where like
where he
gets
can
there and
receive
doesn't
and
need to
yeah,
dribble anybody.
yeah,
He doesn't need
exactly.
to
I
do much too
understand.
much.
Yeah,
He
they're
just
they're
needs to put in
different,
good
but
work.
I was just trying to use the both of them to because I feel like it's a different generation of camp for Bayern. But yeah, also something that you mentioned, the amount of different styles of play that we have right now is would you say that that's a good or a bad thing? I feel like it's very good because unpredictability is good, but then you said that there was a more predictable style of play in the older times. Like or more teams were more like you could predict what every team could have just by mere looking at everybody. Just if you see a small guy in the front, you know that this guy is a small striker that can probably dribble well and can shoot. And then if you see a big guy, you know what he's doing. But these days, different. That's what I mean. That's my argument, bro. There's a different mix of flavor.
Um,
Like there's a different flavor for everybody, guy.
I think is a good. I think is a might be a good thing for teams, but a bad thing for fans. Because I think that that's one of the ways that like people might like just because the thing with the whole formation thing and the whole like oh everybody has a different strategy and tactic is that like people now approach different games like bro there was it like bro you have a 4-4-2 formation or you have this type of style of play you play that style of play and you run it and you like bro like you stick to it from your all your Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, any game that you're playing. Nowadays, you have this style of play that you play in Premier League versus FA Cup versus Champions League. I'm not saying every team does it, but like because that's not the point of the system. Like you build a system that like you kind of like play the same way, but like that thinking like I'll just use Pep for example. I remember when Man City couldn't go far in the Champions League because Pep was always overthinking his strategy. When like he plays these guys in the Premier League and then he gets to Champions League and then he plays this guy in this position that I've never seen him play before, and then he was overthinking, and then the guy was getting eliminated by what Leon. It was Leon that eliminated him? Like did they eliminate him twice in a row?
No, not
2
whatever
years
they
in a row.
did.
So I don't know, but they did eliminate. Like it was just like it's stuff like that overthinking. That like okay, I'm playing these guys. I need to change my strategy, make your football less attractive. That's why I said that it might be good for teams just because like now they're more adaptable. Your Tsukus and everybody are adaptable managers, but also it might be. It's like it's not. It might not be a fun watch for fans. Like why am I watching this guy that has never played DM in his life played DM against just because we're playing Atletico Madrid or just because we're playing Real Madrid or this team that I've never even played just because we're playing in Champions League. So yeah, I'll say yeah, it's a good thing that like at least it has become adaptable to that sense, yeah.
Okay, to play the devil's advocate here, man. There's a lot of there's the wow factor. I can't lie, is a bit missing. Like we don't see people who say things like you don't see players taking shots from distance. You don't see players scoring from distance like that anymore. You don't see players trying things that many times, and that actually adds to the entertainment of the game, man.
Yeah,
Is football is much more predictable. We can't
it is.
um we can't deny that, bro. Whenever you see a player that has the ball, most of the time you can predict what he's going to do if he's in the build-up phase. Obviously, it
Yeah.
gets tricky when they're attacking, but even when they're attacking, there's a lot of predictability going on. So that's just like I'm saying. That's just in the
And
past.
that's it. And that's
The past. I'm just
And that's
comparing
the
the last
difference for
2 seasons.
international football. Like, and that's why international
Yeah.
football you see a lot of shots from outside the box, and like it's not about like international football is the time for your Mavericks to step up. Literally, it's not. We don't care about build up play from the
Uh,
back. We don't care about all these tactics. We want you to do something individually
but
brilliant. Literally,
even in international football, don't you even think that that's like 2022 World Cup, bro? Compare that to the World Cup of like let's say 2014, guy.
2014.
How 2014 was a mad one, bro. 2014 that was the Hammers year. That was the Messi year. Messi free kick against Nigeria, wasn't it? Was no 2010. It was
Messi
2010
free
was
kick
Poland. Yeah, Messi free kick now against Nigeria.
against Nigeria. I remember,
Yeah,
oh, I
3-2.
remember the 2018 one when he did that rubbish.
Ah,
Um,
nah, Messi
when you
versus
guys did that
Nigeria.
rubbish, bro, that shit disgusted me. I was like, what
What
is even that, bro?
that goal?
Like, what was that touch? What was that touch? What was that finish? Like, what are you doing, bro?
But it shouldn't have been
What
the
are you
best
doing,
goal. It
bro?
shouldn't
Who
have
the
been the
first in the
best
back?
goal at the World Cup, bro. It shouldn't have been the best goal.
They shouldn't have.
They,
I don't even.
that was number one. Pavard, obviously, everybody likes that Pavard goal. I'm here to say again, Nacho's goal and Pavard's goal were on the same level. Everybody
Yeah.
talks about Pavard. Pavard's goal was so good, of course, bro. But Pavard's goal, Nacho's goal not being in the top 10, and Pavard's goal being like second is criminal, bro. But anyway, you can stop what you're doing and go check that out. And please come back. Come back. But
Don't
yeah, guys. So
go. This
what do
guy,
you say?
Magnus like to say go. Don't go. Stay here.
What do you say? What do you say to the guys? What do you say to the guys that think that the entertainment in general has gone down?
I'll agree with them.
I
I'll
don't
agree
think
with
so.
them just in terms of
I
like,
feel like if
I
you
think,
really like,
I,
it's just for like casuals, bro. I feel like if you're a casual fan, maybe. But like if you're really into this shit, bro, and like it actually makes it more exciting when teams score when they're able to break and that team down. It's just like yeah, it can really get boring as can any football match in any era.
yeah, but it
But
can like what's it called? The reason why I would agree with people that say that like where is that? Like we're talking about wow factor. Where is it? Where is
what
the
is the
shots from
magic?
outside? Like like in Pep's
Bro,
system,
there
like
are people
in
are
the way Pep
shooting. People are shooting and the people cannot shoot again. That's one thing. People
they
cannot
can't
shoot.
because
Bro,
then because they don't have
nobody
to
is
know.
shooting those balls from. Yes, of course, but that's what I'm trying to say.
That's
We need to train shooters
that's what
again.
me I'm
It's
trying
part
to
of the
say.
coaches.
That's what I'm
It's
trying
part
to
of
say
the
as well.
coaching.
That's why
We
I'm
need to
agreeing with those
start
guys.
training like far long shooters
But
because
that's the thing, they
bro, there
don't
is only
want those
one player in the
guys.
Premier League that can actually shoot like that, bro. I can actually shoot those 3 pointers. Only Rodri. He's
Who
not even around right now,
Hmm.
bro. Like
Yeah,
on demand. Like as per
on demand.
KDB was one of them, but nah, KDB's color
Yeah.
is winning. Bro.
I mean
So
Trent has a shot on him.
no, he's not shooting that. He's not shooting that shit on demand. He's not scoring that shit on demand. He has the shots, of course. He has the shots,
But he's
guy.
not scoring on demand, yeah, I
He's
feel
not
that.
scoring that shit. Like he will shoot now, make you ginger the crowd. He's not scoring that shit on demand. So, um,
Yeah,
shout out
we
to
don't like bro, like before you could say every bro, like who couldn't shoot? That's even the question we need to like when we're
no
watching who
everybody.
couldn't?
People could not shoot. Oh, people could not shoot. Even that time, people could not shoot. It's just like
No,
I
but
said.
I'm saying that like in
We have a
general,
habit
like we're
of
looking at all these
remembering,
players, like who couldn't shoot? Like Yature,
bro. We have
Rooney, like
yeah, but
Lampard. It almost
you're
seemed as
calling
if
the big players, and what we are demanding is for like you see, Clivert is entertaining us now. See, Clivert is
yeah.
entertaining us every week, but what we are demanding is for somebody like like a Joe Linton to pick up the ball and like wire it. Do you
But that's the
understand? Like
thing.
people want to see more
Things
of
that
that,
made
which
players
is
individually brilliant before, like
yeah.
shooting, like set pieces, all these
But
things, is going away.
see, okay,
It's
it's
going
not even
away.
about that. We have to also remember that it was luck. You see that Papi Cisse goal against Chelsea?
I
That
mean,
beautiful goal. How
I
many times
mean,
did he do that? How many times did he do that
eh?
shit in his life?
But he did it. But he did
How
it,
many?
and he
He
entertained
did it
us.
once. Exactly. He did it once, bro.
And he entertained
That's
us.
what I'm trying to say. It wasn't
Even
even all
Scholes'
these guys.
even Scholes' goal against Barca was a miss kick.
I'm sorry, bro. You have to say that again because you went out.
Oh, I said even Scholes' goal against Barca was a miss kick as well.
Schools could
Scholes had
shoot.
that in his locker, definitely, yeah.
Schools
But like
could
I'm saying
shoot.
that, like even that when people ask, "Oh, what Scholes goal do you remember?" They see that Barca goal. That one was a miss kick. It doesn't take
Oh
away from the
yeah, no,
fact that it was
actually
in
though.
the like was still like the fact that they even took the shots. The
But
fact that they even
no, no,
took the
no.
shot just shows
I'm sorry
already
for even playing that. We actually don't have shooters anymore. Yeah, nobody is really
we
training.
don't.
Nobody's
Like
actually
when we
training that
saw John
shot.
Duran, we're gassed. When we saw John Duran,
I
we're
swear.
gassed.
But I
We're
feel like
gassed. A striker that can shoot.
John Duran was even lucky. Yeah, like I feel like not that he's taking lucky shots. So, bro, I don't know. I would have loved to. All I'm saying is that I would have loved to see him keep on doing that. Because I even thought it was there was a time like he started shooting without scoring, bro. So we need more shooters. But shout out to John Duran though. Shout out to John Duran. You are very very good for calling that out, bro.
Yeah.
So
So
football in general, like I said,
we
I feel
we
like
can look at it from different perspectives. We can look at it from
exactly
different perspectives.
exactly,
Like you can
bro.
look at it from like the attacker's perspective and say yes, like you're more like now you can build more within your team, but at the same time, like that thing that made you individually brilliant to like carry your team out of the mud and everything has kind of gone. You can look at it from defenders and see that they can't defend as good as they could before in terms of like winning the ball and everything, but they're better at distribution and everything. Keepers are
and
not as good
an
as like
organization
you
as
don't
well.
an organization.
Defend.
You don't have to be like for a keeper. You don't have to be that good of a shot stopper to be to be prop. Like, but Ederson was an okay shot stopper. But let's be real, this guy was not the greatest shot stopper ever. He
No,
wasn't, and but he was but like in his time, like
but
in that Man
he's
City time, it was also partly because,
he's
and
still
that's
there.
another thing. That's
Ederson is
another
still there.
thing. That's another thing. Teams, the players nowadays that are getting like hyped up and everything because they're in a team, like it's like a keeper, for example, can be
Yeah,
in
but it's a
proper
team sport
defense, and
now.
then he's now. But
It's
that's
a team sport. At
that's
the end
where
of the
what.
day.
But that's where we talk about the individual thing. Before, like you had keepers that
Yeah,
just
we're
needed
talking
to be
about
good shot
football.
stoppers to be able to make it. Yeah, we're talking about football. We're talking about before
True,
and after.
true, 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 true,
Yeah, so I'm talking
true.
about like the fact that like every single keeper
I
that
get
was
that.
called a proper keeper needed to be a proper shot stopper. It couldn't just be this guy that saves shots every now and then, but because you can distribute, yeah, one of the best keepers in the world, that type of thing. So that things that I don't like to see nowadays. I don't like the fact that like my keeper doesn't need to be that good of a shot stopper. I don't like the fact that my defender doesn't need to be that good of a ball winner. I don't like the fact that my attackers cannot just build
Bro,
something
who
out of
said all
nothing.
these things though? Who said
But it
all
have to
this
that
that
like
no, guys, no of my
but
team. I reject it from my own team. That my
But
defender
it
does
is
not have to be
literally,
as good as a ball
literally.
winner.
I'm talking about
My
Man
keeper
City, that
doesn't
was
have
literally one of the best teams in the world. Ederson, that was one of the best
bro.
keepers in the world
Ederson has
at
to
that
bro.
time.
Yeah, yes, now, but
He
see, if
was
you are
like,
not
bro, his shot stopping was not even top
no,
five in the world at that time
but is good enough to play for Man City. Yeah, like you are
because
actually
he's a good
downplaying
because he's
that,
good at
bro.
distributing.
No, bro, you have to be you have to be
Was his shot
very good at
stopping? Was his shot
of
stopping good enough
course,
for Man
bro.
City? For a
Of
team like
course,
Man
it is,
City,
guy. If it is not, he won't
because
be
they
in the
don't
post,
concede as
bro.
many shots.
Hold on,
Because they don't
bro.
concede as many shots.
Of
That's
course,
why.
bro. But he was saving Ederson.
That's my point.
We can't be doing like Ederson was not saving shots. We can't be doing like
He
Ederson was
did
not
save
saving shots.
shots. He did save shots.
Yes,
Was his shot
and
stopping
it's
as
not his
good
fault,
as
bro.
Man City's level? Question.
Yes, yes, of course, bro.
No.
Ederson
It
has a
was good
golden
enough to
glove,
play in Man
bro.
City because Man City
You
doesn't
don't have a
cover.
golden glove.
Man City doesn't
You don't have
chop
a
as
golden
many
glove
shots.
without
That's the way. You
bro. But
can.
and
That's
Formula
what
One is
nowadays
not a
you
sport.
can. You literally
When
can. You
how
literally
can you
can.
hack it?
You
How can you
literally
hack it,
can't
bro? Who
because
has hacked it? Please call me
because
somebody in the Premier League that has hacked it.
Ederson,
Has- Bro,
Ederson.
Guy,
That's
you
what
are
I'm
no, no,
saying.
no, no, no. That's not good. Though. What you're doing is not good. They are saying that Ederson was not making
That's what
saves.
I'm
If I go
saying.
and pull up the stats,
I'm not saying that Ederson was not
I'm
making
talking about
saves. I am saying that
goals prevented. Ederson's goal prevented, bro. Like if I pull it up, you'll be shocked, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm saying that I don't think that in terms of shot stopping, Ederson was like the level that Man City was at. But obviously, because they don't consider as many shots and because he could distribute, he made it by. Like, see Neuer, bro. Neuer can
Bro, it's
distribute
not
and his
guy. You are
shot stopping
saying making
is
it by,
definitely Bayern's level.
bro. Ederson's shot stopping was top of the Premier League level, bro.
Should I tell you why Ederson is struggling this very day? Because Man City are not as dominant as they were before, conceding more shots, and Ederson is getting
Bro,
found out. Literally.
bro, it's the same thing. Guy, even Neuer would look like
Literally.
Ederson right now, bro. What do you mean?
But
Goalkeeper is getting shots fired at him
Neuer
and
went
is
through a
getting
rough
found out.
patch. Neuer has had his rough patches and everything, but there's like, bro,
Exactly,
we've seen Neuer, we know Neuer, bro. We know him 2014 World Cup, bro,
bro.
we know who he is. We know who he
Ederson is
is. We don't know
crazy
who
now.
Ederson is.
Are
Ederson,
we? Oh, bro, are we
bro,
like
okay,
Ederson is
okay,
a crazy
okay. Why
goalkeeper?
wasn't
First,
Ederson starting over
Ederson is
Alisson
a
if he was this
crazy
good?
goalkeeper
Why wasn't
first,
Ederson
bro.
starting over Alisson
Even
if he
for
was this
Brazil,
good in Brazil?
Brazil,
Yes. Why
bro.
wasn't he starting over Alisson? Why?
First
Because
of all, he
Alisson's shot
was
stopping
at
is
a point.
miles
First of
ahead.
all,
But when
he
they
was.
when they cack sense, it make Alisson put up to Liverpool and they started cacking and he became who Alisson.
Guys,
Why
see,
wasn't Ederson
Allison is
starting if
better
he
than
was this
Ederson
good?
at shot stopping, bro. Because he's not better than Allison. Allison is the best in the world, bro.
That's the point.
Guy,
Man
so
City was
guy, what do you mean?
probably
It's not
one
his
of the best
fault as
teams in the
well.
world. Man City
If not for guy,
was like
it is only Allison. It is only Allison that benches Ederson in this life, bro. If Courtois was the keeper of
in
Brazil, it is
this
not
life,
Ederson.
Courtois will not bench
Guy, yeah, is that
Ederson.
not what I said? Is that not what I said? If Courtois was the keeper of Brazil, that would have also been another unfortunate situation. Only those two
Oh,
keepers
that
in
Courtois will
this
bench Ederson.
actual life, only those two keepers would have actually benched that guy. And it's unfortunate that one of them is from the same country. Guy now, we can't be easy.
The, I think
Guy,
I think I'll
Ederson is
bench I'll
good,
bench
bro.
I'll bench Ederson for the I'll bench
I
Ederson for
think
the
we can actually close this podcast here because I'm hungry and this guy has just this
I'll
guy
bench
has
Ederson for the hair.
squeezed out all
For
the nutrients
Brazil,
that I had left in my body.
I'll
All the
bench the
nutrients I
hair.
have
I'll bench
left in my
Ederson
body
for
have
the hair.
been gone. Hey bro, I'll be your host.
What? For my national team? Don't
I'll
kill
be your
me.
host, guy.
Don't kill me. No, no, don't even start that, bro. Don't even
No,
start.
no,
I
no.
will feel. See, yeah. When I'm even talking about this thing, I'm even
Can't be
thinking
doing
about
this, bro.
keepers. I'm thinking about the fact that keepers don't need to be that good at shot stopping to be able to play for the best
Eh,
teams in the world.
Ederson, no. You can't say that, bro. Because look at Allison. How can you say that
Because
you don't
Alisson
need to
is
be good at
equally
shot
good
stopping,
as
bro?
his
Because are you
shot
not coming
stopping
up?
and
If you are one of the best teams in the world, you're going to come up against one of those
rank
teams, and there's
rank
no way you're not.
rank Onana in shot stopping.
Onana is not a good shot stopper, bro, but he's okay. Like I'll give him a 5 out of 10, bro.
I can't even call Chelsea's keeper. Raya was dug out of the mud, bro.
Right,
So obviously he knows
right.
how to shot. He knows how to stop shots.
You see
Like if
what I
anything, his shot stopping
mean.
is even
You see
better.
what
His shot stopping is even
David
better.
Raya.
But
Thank you.
but they
But you see what
signed
I mean. But you see what
Ramsdale.
I mean.
They had
Did you say Ramsdale of
Ramsdale.
distribution, Abi? You see, but you see,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. This keeper can exist. Is Ramsdale not a good? Wouldn't you say that Ramsdale is a good shotstopper? He's a fool. He's an idiot. But he stops. He's a good shotstopper, bro. Like
he's
yeah,
alright.
this kind of keeper can exist, bro. A player that is actually very good at stopping shots, like Ederson, and a player that is fucking great at distributing
Huh?
the ball, like Ederson, bro.
Why do you say
Bro,
like
we can't.
Ederson
We
for stopping
this
shots?
this this Ederson is not good at stopping shots. He's not very good. Please,
I'm
my
not saying that
fans,
he's not good at stopping shots. I'm saying
let's
that to the
pause. Let's
level of
pause
Man City.
and go and watch. And what do you mean to? What do you mean to? Now
Man
that's
City
now where
being one of the best teams in Man City winning a treble or winning domestic
who is
treble
their
or
number one in
anything.
all this, bro? Who is their number one in all this? What do you mean to
That
the
is
level
my
of Man?
point. That is my point. That is
I don't
literally my
understand. I
point.
don't
That is
understand.
literally
How
my
is it not good for
point.
Man City's level
They
if he was
so
Man City's
so they
keeper?
needed they needed a keeper that could distribute, and they didn't need a keeper that could stop shots as good because they don't concede as many shots. Obviously, they do concede good shots
Not
and
even that,
everything, and every like to even be a keeper, you need to be able to stop a few shots and everything. And I'm not saying that Ederson could not even stop a good
bro.
shot or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is that in
Ederson is
terms
the
of shot
best.
stopping,
Ederson is the best distributor. Ederson is the best.
calm,
Do we agree?
calm,
So
no
why have we
argument.
now? Why have we now? This is what you guys did to Trent Alexander-Arnold. See, he can't defend. He can't defend. He can't defend because he's the best attacking right back in the world. We have forgotten that the guy is actually a fucking good defender, and you
He's
cannot be playing
okay.
in that. Bro, he's
He's
good,
okay.
bro. You can, but see,
He's okay.
he's good enough to. Guy, you have to be. Bro, he's good. He's a good
He's
defender,
okay.
bro.
He's okay.
Okay, he's good.
He's not even, I
You are
don't even
saying
think
you are
he's better
saying the
than
same thing.
Vasquez at defending. I've told you this thing
Guy,
before. I
I
think I've
don't know
told you this
that.
thing
I
before.
don't know that guy, bro. Who are we
I don't
talking?
think he's better at
I don't
Vasquez
know.
at defending,
I
bro.
do not know
Literally,
that
the
guy. I
only
don't
reason
know.
why I think about this whole trend going to Madrid thing and why I'm thinking, oh my god, I don't know. Because literally the problem that we've been having in terms of when Vasquez is one on one or something, he may get found out. Bro, it is not going to change when Trent comes. It is not. It might even
You
become
see,
worse, for all I know.
bro. Trent,
For all I
guys, see
know.
you eat your words, bro. On that, bro. Trent is a good defender.
I love
Trent,
bro.
guy,
Give me
didn't
Trent
you see
today,
how?
I'll take
Okay,
him.
didn't you see how Trent handled Kvaratskhelia? Don't you think that was very good? Was he not? Didn't he come off? He came
You
off
can
injured in
you
the second leg.
you
Bro,
can
do you not think that
handle.
was very good? Of course you can, bro.
Yeah,
That was a very
you
good game
can
from Trent.
handle.
So you've seen, but
You
see,
can
but that's
handle.
what I'm trying to say. But back to Ederson, bro. Back to Ederson. I'm saying that we can't let the fact that he's the absolute best at distributing take away from the fact that to
It
be a
doesn't take
goalkeeper
away
at that
from.
level, bro, to be a goalkeeper at that level, you have to be like a shot stopper first because that's your job. That
That's
is
what
your
I'm
first job.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
He is
Why?
that
Why
good.
are you?
I have to pull up this stats.
No,
I have to. He
no,
is that good, bro.
no. What? Why is like? I know obviously like maybe because I even wanted to say age is another factor, but aren't keepers supposed to even be in their prime when they're 31, 32?
Mm-hmm. Ederson is
How
young
old is
now.
Ederson right now?
He's like,
And why is he getting? Why is it this season? Why is he? Why is it the season
he's
that Man
31.
City have lost their dominance and are conceding more shots that Ederson is getting found out? Why? Why is it the
What do you
season
mean
that they're
he's
starting Ortega
getting
over
found out,
him?
guy? How are
We
you?
just can see
He's
that he's
injured,
not
bro.
that like we can just see
Ederson
that
is
he's not
injured,
get.
guy.
I'm talking about in general, like we've seen him play this season, no?
And hey,
We've not
guy,
seen him play this season. Where would you
I
say
don't,
that Ederson was top class in those games that you were watching?
bro. The whole Man City squad were ass,
Look
bro.
at the hair. Look at the hair playing with Phil Jones and Chris Smalling in front of him and still winning a golden glove. That is a shot stopper. That is a shot stopper. The hair had bombs in front of him and
No,
was winning golden
bro,
gloves. That is a shot
guy, is
stopper.
no, bro. You are not
Put
telling
the hair
me
in
that.
Man City, he will now struggle because now they need someone that can distribute, but he's not
How
that
would
good at distributing.
no, calm
But that's
down.
the point.
Yeah,
Ederson, they needed someone that could distribute, so they needed Ederson, and
yeah,
that's
yes,
calm. I'm not saying that
you're
that's a
saying,
problem. That's
bro.
calm.
Now, how are these two keepers that you called, bro? These two keepers that you called. De Gea is obviously a better shot stopper, or in his day, he was a better shot stopper than Ederson. Nobody has actually said anything wrong here. Like De Gea was in a shit Man U team that was getting penetrated. How is that his fault? Man City Ederson is in a Man City team that is cool and doesn't get penetrated that often. How is that his fault? When Ederson faces
I'm not.
shots, he
That's what I'm
saves them,
saying. They
bro.
didn't need. They didn't need someone that could that would save 15 shots in a game. They didn't need that, bro. They didn't. They needed Ederson, and that's calm. That's fine. That's fine.
Bro.
It's fine. There's no problem with that. There's no problem with the fact they didn't need a super shot
No,
stopper.
but
There's no problem with the fact that
guys,
teams
see,
don't necessarily
of
need
course,
super
guy,
shot stoppers.
you needed. We're not saying that, bro. You have what you have said. What I have against what you said, that Ederson is not good at stopping shots, bro. Didn't De Gea have a season
I
that
didn't
he
say
was
Ederson is
getting
not good
found
at
out?
shots. I didn't say
He's at Man City's
Ederson is not good at
level.
shot.
At what is Man?
I said he's not as. I said he's not that good. Like he's not the one of the best at shots. The same way Man
No,
City
you
was one
said,
of the best teams in.
bro,
Man City was probably the best team in England, but Ederson's shots like. But look at when Chelsea was dominant.
bro,
Czech was probably one of the
bro.
best.
Okay,
Czech
okay.
was probably one of the best shot stoppers. Look at Van der
We are on.
Sar. Van der Sar was probably one of the best shot
We are
stoppers.
going round, bro. Bro, see, but guy, maybe we have now come to the same point, bro. Because to be a modern goalkeeper is not about being the best shot stopper, bro. You have to
And
have
that's
everything.
calm. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Because he's not the best shot stopper, it doesn't mean that he's not stopping shots to Man City's level. Because Man City's level is whatever he was at. If you understand what I mean. Whatever Ederson was bringing is whatever the level is at Man City. So yeah, I mean that was a really good comparison, bro, between those two eras because guy, this the keeper one especially is a really stark example of how football has changed in the last decade, bro. Going from a keeper from like David De Gea to Ederson, and like I said, you can't name a keeper in the Premier League that has won the Golden Boot without actually being a showstopper, bro. Like it doesn't, it won't really happen. But yeah, bro. Do you have anything else to say on this matter? Do you think that football has fallen off?
Mm. I mean, we look at keepers from keepers' perspective. So I think I look at it from a fullback perspective as well.
Okay.
Just in terms of like like you don't have to be the best at winning the ball nowadays.
Winning the ball
Like winning the ball.
as a fullback, I feel like that is still the primary. That's full for
Trent was
me.
the
A
best
fullback,
fullback in the world.
exactly, exactly.
Still being called the best fullback in the world. And he could barely win a ball.
Mm, This is the talk I don't like now. This is the talk I don't like, guy. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like as a fullback, you can
Could
never
barely
make
win a ball.
you can never make it if you can barely win a ball. And if you think that Trent can barely win a ball, I don't know for you, bro. Like,
I'm not saying that
try
Trent
and
can
watch.
even barely win a ball. I think that, bro, trust me, I watch Liverpool, and I'm not saying that Trent cannot even win a ball. I'm not even saying that Trent is not that good. Like, what I'm trying to tell you is that Trent is considered the best fullback in the world. Maybe not necessarily this season, but in general, he's considered the best fullback in the world. And let's look at his ball winning ability
Bro, you know something about
versus
football,
someone
eh?
like,
You know something
yeah,
about football, guy. All these titles are all related to goals, bro. So when if a defender has like an average season and goes on and scores like 15 goals, not really average, you can't do this with score. But if a defender manages to score 10 goals in a season, even if they were all corners, they are up, they are up in Ballon d'Or. They're up there. So it's really just about like in terms of the job description of every position generally, like you have it's the same thing for me. I feel like going back those two is the same thing. Like because using Trent is like saying wingers now, like the role of a winger has changed since Messi. Which obviously really has, oh, but like not everybody can be Messi. Like you know how Messi brought up like Messi probably contributed to a lot of the inside forward developments and shadow striker, supporting striker developments that came through football. Like it was a lot of what Pep did with Messi that that really sparked a lot of that. But now what Trent is doing with Klopp obviously has brought a lot of like it has actually rebirthed that fullback role. What Klopp did with Trent rather, but I feel like again the like a winger, your job description stay on the line depending on your team. I feel like attackers are very important, different though, than
stay on.
defenders. Stay on the line, get that
Attackers are
responsibility.
really. But
Very
that's the thing.
different.
How many, like, a lot of these wingers cannot even stay on the line
No.
and
It's
properly
very different.
perform?
It's very different. Yeah, it's very different. But for a fullback and a centre back, bro, as a defender, you have to be focused on regaining the ball. Whether it's not, you don't have to go necessarily and win the ball back, but as a unit, work with your defensive unit first of all, and then be proficient man to man. Don't let them beat you. That's all, bro. For a fullback, I don't know, but with getting those goals, bro, getting those involvements, and being
Has
influential
now
in attack,
become one of the major
yeah,
ways of ranking them.
yeah.
One of the major ways of
Which
ranking them.
which I think, like I said, football is biased towards goals, bro. It is,
Yeah.
and I can't really be mad
Especially
there.
nowadays. Like that's how you look at, see, because like how you're
And
talking about
numbers,
Messi changing like something. So like see something like wingers, for example, like Ronaldo
yeah.
started this whole winger should be getting this amount of goals in a season thing. Before that, bro,
Mm-hmm.
you had your Beckhams that, like, bro, you can create, you can assist, and you get a few goals.
Mm-hmm.
Calm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in that 4-4-2
Mm-hmm.
formation. That's what you need. That's why Atletico have the type of players that they do as well. Because they still use that
Exactly.
formation,
But with the
still the
four
same way
three
that they
three
develop
now,
players and everything.
yeah, with the four
You
three
now
three
need
as a
your
winger
wingers
in
to
the
now
front
be
three,
able
yeah,
to,
the three
yeah,
of you have to
you
actually
now need to
contribute
be
to
able
it.
to
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Mm-hmm.
not the thing. Like, I don't like. I don't think that that should have now meant that like this, like your David Beckham kind of winger should be, and I'm not saying that they are, but they're kind of not, and they're not going extinct
Fullback,
necessarily.
right?
But like, where are they, where am I? Where am I? I think I've said this thing before. Where are my natural wingers, bro? Why did they try to turn Savinho into an inverted winger, not a natural winger? This guy, I watched this guy at Girona. This guy was a left winger, no
I
doubt
need a
about it.
coach. I need
When
a coach to talk to us about talk about this
Bro, I
because
need that, bro, because I just need like where are my natural wingers? Like, bro, we had our Pedros, we had our Nannies. Oh god, I know Nani like the left wing, but like he played right wing a lot of his career. We had our Williams, we had all these guys, and obviously we had our Beckhams, bro. We had all these guys, natural wingers, doing their thing. And their primary this thing was to create, but they could still bag a goal. That's their
yeah.
thing. Why are we losing that? Like why? Like why do we need to lose that for this thing to evolve? Why can't we have that? Like why? And it's not as if like there's no natural wingers anymore. It is that every time someone sees a natural winger, they now want to convert them to an inverted winger. They want to
Yeah, but
put a
it's no,
left-footed
it's
player on the
because
right wing.
like I said, is like that's why I said I need a coach because there are reasons, bro, and they have to be good reasons. If not, no, everybody. It's not like everybody does it. So like there has to be a reason, and I feel like it's just about how teams intend to attack and which which attack is more effective. But like I said, we need to I need someone to dissect that for
Yeah,
me
but what?
because
So if
I'm
it
not really
depends on if it depends on the way that teams need to attack, yeah. Why did you sign that guy?
because you
Why
know
did you
what
sign
he
that guy to
has and
convert him? Why don't you just sign
it's because it's
somebody that
easy
does
to
it?
convert him. It's all just flip him, and tell him this.
Look at Sane. Look at
Converting someone like
Sane.
that.
Look at Sane. Would you say that he improved since he became a right winger?
Not even, but he could have done better now. Like obviously he didn't, and like, and but a lot of
Look at
things take.
Savinho.
But
Where
it's
does
not
he
just
look? Where does he look better, left or right?
see. Of course, you're right. They look more natural, but it doesn't mean that they cannot actually
No,
adapt.
they can.
And
It's a matter of whether they
see
can
me,
and a matter
I'm
of how
actually,
effective they are when they
I'm
do.
with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm only saying that there's a reason. I actually agree.
Yeah, there's,
I
there's
prefer.
definitely a reason.
Yes, that's why, and it's just not like I just don't know enough to get into it. I can't lie. But bro, wait. Yeah.
So,
So what else? What else, bro? Come on, give
I
me.
mean, I'll just say that, like, in general, like, when you're looking at football and the way it has changed, like, I think that's what we're actually looking at, not the way, not if football has reduced in quality, but how much has football changed. Like, we,
Okay.
like our midfielders now, like, we don't, like now we can have midfielders that, like, that they just need to be able to, like, not just need to, but like your passers in midfield, that type of thing. Versus when you had like the 4-4-2 of like two players that like I don't even know what I'm trying to explain, but I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. But like basically, we're looking
I
at the
understand,
way
bro.
we're looking at the way football has changed rather than whether football has reduced in quality. And then it now matters like, oh, do I do I like that change? Like the way it has changed,
Yeah.
does that like
Yeah.
because it's fans that are talking, like it's not players that are saying, oh, football has reduced in quality, it is fans. So you now need to look, do I prefer an individual player carrying my team? Do I prefer Kaka carrying AC Milan, or do I prefer Foden who plays well with his whole team? That type of thing. That's what you need to look at when you're looking at this topic.
I love me a team performance, bro. I love individual games, but bro, if the team, I don't like this kind of team. I see. I would not. I would rather be happy with 11 guys than be mad at 10 guys and be happy and be so ginger about one guy. I can't lie to you. So
Yeah.
I like the individuals, but I love me a team performance. I love a good team performance. I love when everybody is playing well together. And with that, individual quality, individual brilliance will never not shine. But yeah, that's been the 97 football show for you. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, guy. I know you have on I know you have opinions that didn't really align with this. You probably had something to say at some point. So this is the time. Please get in the comments. Tell us what you guys felt. And we hope that you guys are doing well. We hope you guys are staying safe. It's been the 97 football show, everybody. I've been your host, Super Mag.
I've been your co-host, Ikenna. And don't
And
forget that
we'll
if you
see
love
you
football, you
next
love
time.
97. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, if you do love football, you love 97. You know that already. We'll see you next time.